Hi Bas, hi Luke. How are you guys doing today?
Really good, really good.
Really good? Okay.
You?
Well, I'm not really at my best today, but I'm trying to put it up. So, according to my research, who's my unpaid producer, you guys know Alejandra. She told me that you guys are starting your own business, so why don't you guys tell me more about yourselves first, and then how did you discover that you had the idea of doing business together?
Can I go first?
Yeah, I can start. I'm from Luxembourg. I grew up in Luxembourg. Then I was always passionate about sports, like from when I was young on. Then I decided also to study sports. So I went to Cologne, studied sports sciences. Then during that time, I co-founded a small company in Luxembourg with 3 of my friends. It's an event company in Luxembourg. They also got like the passion for the management part, to create events, to manage events, and that's when I realized that I want to combine my 2 passions, sports and events, and in general management. That's why I moved to Madrid to then study sports business and management, and that's how I met Bas.
Your partner?
Yeah. And yeah.
How did you align with the thought that you would want to work in one project?
Well, I think at least the way I remember it, it's that we were talking in class, and we played paddle with our friend group from Madrid, and we was just discussing of how things would be, and I think I mentioned or something that I knew that you had already started your own company, and I was like, I already tried to I was looking into opening a paddle court in the Netherlands, but I'd realized it was not going to work. And I think I just threw it up like, I'd love to open my own paddle company, and then you said you'd love to do it as well, and then we started just to do a bit of research into the idea of moving to the paddle to Luxembourg, and we quickly realized that there were only 2 real spaces at that time, 2 spaces where you can play paddle, and from there the ball started rolling, and yeah, ever since that we've been working on it steadily and making good progress in that sense.
Yeah.
I think at least that's how I.
To be honest, I don't remember it.
Yeah, that's very possible. I don't know. Like it's just. I think it was a very in the moment decision.
Yeah.
Because we knew each other for maybe a few months already, but we had a good connection, good relationship. We get along super well.
We did a lot of projects in class together.
Yeah.
And it always worked super
Like
well.
you always found a common area to balance each other
Yes,
perfectly.
yes, exactly. That was like, I think for me it was like the main point, because I already co-founded a company, and sometimes it's like super hard to agree on ideas, also execute ideas. And I think with Bas it was like super easy all the time, because I know from my side I'm a super risky guy. I love to take risks. Then he's holding me back sometimes a little bit, and that's super good, because I would just like take every risk and then just maybe fail at that point.
Okay.
But no, yeah, I think we are complementing each other.
We have traits that we balance each other out in. And I think the main point is that we're very in line with what we see.
We have the same vision.
Our vision, and yes, I would say I don't mind taking risks, but I like to reevaluate my risks a lot more and really work it through and work it out. To be honest with the paddle thing right now, I would say open it tomorrow, because I would put my money where my mouth is, saying that it will be a success. But yeah, it just takes a lot of work, and it's good to have somebody who you align with, not only visually but also like conceptually, design-wise.
And I think, in my opinion, also from my point of view, it's always nice to work with someone. Like for example, when he tells me something, when he has an idea, I'm really considering it. I'm not like, okay, no, I have my own ideas, because I know I can have my own ideas, and then I will stick to my ideas. But when he tells me something, let's do it that way, I'm like, okay, maybe that's the right way to do it, because
But I do say we do listen to each other.
yeah,
so
that's the main.
we always ask what the other thinks, and if, of course, it's never nice to hear when your idea doesn't get chosen.
True.
But if it works better, then I think that's always the best option to do so.
Yeah.
So you guys are like meant to be with each other. Do you find
Yeah, but I think it's not only us. I mean, a friend of ours has said it as well. Has said it that we have like our characteristics are very different.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
also
And I think that's also good, because then you get more ideas, you get more, you grow like yourself, you also grow more, and you learn from each other.
Yeah.
I think that's like.
But like how Luc told us about his story, why don't you also tell us, Bas?
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm Bas. I am from the Netherlands.
He looks like Elvis Presley. You know, that was the comment that I gave him. I was like, you look like somebody. I can't remember the name. And
That's a
then
good compliment.
then
I can't sing as well. No.
it's okay, but you look like that. So.
Okay. It's good.
Fake
It's
it until you make it, right?
Fake it until you make it. That's what they say.
But his side is actually like that, and I did tell a lot of people, and like, yeah, well, he does look like that. Yeah.
Let's go. No, I'm from the Netherlands. I'm born in the south of the Netherlands, but I moved up to the north, and after which I lived abroad for most of my life, so in Ireland and in England, and then back to the Netherlands. And from a young age I worked in hospitality, and I always thought that's what I want to do, that's where I'm going to end up. So I went to hotel school, which is a hospitality school. But it's also a business school, so your first year is super hospitality driven. You get you prepared for practicals in the hotel industry. You do an internship, and then after that year you look into subjects more like marketing, management accounting, you look into statistics, we looked into AI, and then for your final project you sort of work as a consultant, so you have a lot of experience before entering the field of what you would want to do. But I never, towards the end of my hotel school career, let's call it that, I thought this is not where I want to be. I don't want to go into the hospitality industry. I enjoy it, but I've done it for so many years. I just didn't feel the burden that you need to feel. I feel to really continue down that road, because it's long hours to work in a hotel or in a restaurant. A lot of sacrifices, because you work when your friends are free, you work, and you're free when they don't work, when they work.
Okay. Sorry.
So no, I didn't want to do that. So then I was thinking, well, what else do I love? And sports. Also played sports from a young age, always football, and really enjoyed it. And then I started running, and I really enjoyed that as well. Played a bit of paddle before I came to Madrid, but not a lot. And so I was like, sports, that's combines so many things. Like there's so much to do in sports, hospitality included, so events, whatever. So then I came to Madrid, and then that's where the journey, I guess.
So like you both have, one have hospitality background and one has the event. I think you both collide very well then. Like you have, like how you said that you balance each other properly. I mean, it makes sense now where your backgrounds are from. It has to, dash somewhere, and then now you guys are doing business together. So I think that's a very good way of also putting it, that how you found each other, how you also found your ideas to align with each other, and now you guys are actually slowly making progress towards it.
Yeah, I think that's super important also, because if you really want to start a business, in my opinion, I think you should be passionate about it. You really should want it, and not just like start it to say, okay, I just want to have a business, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to start my own business, a lot of people are starting businesses because they are thinking, okay, I will be my own boss, I make a lot of money, all these kind of things. But then I think if you're not passionate about something, of course you can always succeed, but I don't know, for me I think it's way easier if you're passionate to work on something when you're passionate about it, and then afterwards I think success and will come. And I think that's also like we both have a huge passion for sports and also a passion for the event side, for the management part, and that's what we want to combine.
I think
cool. And for me, I know that I would love to be an entrepreneur, to open a business, but I also know that I could never do it on my own. I would never. Like, I always need someone who's there, like, to talk about things, to generate ideas, to give more input.
Yeah, I think like you said, I think what brings it together is that we enjoy providing a service for other people in a different form of way than just your general, I'm gonna go to a football game, or I'm gonna play a tennis match. You know, it's nice, but because I have the hospitality background, you have your event. It's all centralized around creating an experience that people are like, wow. Like in a restaurant, it's making sure that the food is ordered on time, that their drinks get brought out, that the food is of good quality. You know, like that you create a happy environment for there. And then in your event world, you want to create an event that people say, wow, this is crazy, I want to come back next year again. So I think bringing those things together, and then with sports, it's perfect, in my opinion.
I think we also that's what we were like also kind of missing in Madrid when we played Padel.
Yeah.
We were playing Padel, then afterwards we stayed for beer, with friends, to talk. But afterwards there was no real community, to be honest.
No.
Like, people just came, played Padel, they left. Came, played Padel, they left. And right now we see a huge opportunity in Europe, especially. For example, in Sweden, also the Netherlands, in Germany, in Munich, there are right now lots of paddle courts opening, who also combine paddle events, a community, a social hub, and that's what we also want to do, because I think sport is something that brings people together.
100%.
And
it's becoming very formal. But why don't you guys, you can also ask me questions if you want to ask. Like, it's mostly like me trying to get to know you guys, because since we are so many people in the class, we don't get to network so much.
Yeah, so tell us about your journey then. So
my journey?
Yeah.
My journey.
Because you talked a lot about us. What Alejandra did.
Alejandra, she knows you guys, I think, nicely, because she is a very good communicator, I would say.
So sweet.
She's really nice. I think.
Love her. I love her.
Me too. She's my roommate. I think she's the most entertaining person that I've ever met. Although we are 10 years apart, exactly 10 years apart, and
I don't think age really matters in a friendship. To be fair, honest, sometimes you meet people that are much older than you, and you just get along because the sense of humor clicks. Or I mean, Alejandra is just super open and very welcoming, very outgoing. So. I don't know, she's...
No, I was about to add to the sentence saying that she is much more younger by heart than I am, because I'm very content in one zone, one space.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like to get out, or don't like to really socialize so much. I feel like I have somewhat an iron deficiency, just in words, that I don't feel like socializing a lot. Like, you won't see me half of the times in a lot of gatherings, because I feel like my energy goes down if I'm socializing a lot. Yeah, tell me more about you guys. You guys seem to, more than you, I think he is a lot vocal in classes, but you are not, right?
No,
He's
that's
always
true.
like,
That's true.
I want to ask
that's true.
question.
No, I think like I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm more like a quiet person. I would say.
But
Just,
when you spoke about you sound like more an extrovert, and he seemed like an introverted guy. Like it was quite the opposite. Like now, you
Right
guys were
now.
talking about like he has a business, he reaches out to people, blah blah blah, and then you were like, oh, I'm very content in my zone, and then
No, like I would say I'm.
you're extrovert,
No, I'm introvert.
introverted.
For sure.
What about you, Bas?
Sure.
I don't think so. You are an introvert, so mostly.
No, I would say I'm an extrovert. Like I can make social connections quite easily, I
Yeah.
think, and I like speaking with people. So yeah, but I don't know, like what the guy was saying in public speaking class.
Exactly.
I'm also very content with my friend group, and I can also just pull back and just be like, I just want my own time.
Yeah.
So you're
You
a
do you.
proper example of ambivert. Like you
Yeah,
know when
maybe.
to be an extrovert, and you know when
Yeah.
you want to be an
Like-
introvert.
If I want something and if I need to speak to people, I'm not afraid to go up to people in public and start speaking to them. Like it's not that hard, especially like here in Chicago, people are so friendly. Some countries like France, for example, people are a lot less friendly when you try to speak to them in public. But in general, if you're just kind and polite and you say hi, you probably, hey, I have a question. Why not? Like I think, and in that sense, maybe yes, I am an extrovert. Sorry.
No, but how to even say it? Like you are a very good definition of an ambivert person.
Yeah.
So you are in both zones, but you choose when to be what.
Yeah, I would say so. But I think it works for both of us in that sense quite well.
Yeah, I think you're more. In that sense, you're more an extrovert.
Than you maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
When talking to people, you're way more extrovert than I am.
yeah.
Because I don't know, I just like to be more quiet, to listen first. Like I really love to listen. I can
Listen
be in a
to-
group for like hours, for like 4, 5, 6 hours,
Yeah.
and not say one word. I just love to listen. But yeah, I also when talking to people, networking, when I really need to do it, I will do it. But when I don't see the point in it, I'm not forcing myself to do something.
Makes
I'm not
sense.
feeling comfortable. And I think I'm also, for my network, what I do, I meet people quite randomly. I don't know,
Yeah, like at the expo.
like super randomly.
Super random.
So I don't have like the urge to approach someone and talk to them, because I just like, also my social battery is always super low.
You are also iron deficient like me.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
always super low. So sometimes I just need my own space. I need my own space to work on things, to just relax, to chill. And yeah, that's it. That's why also in class I'm not that
Not that.
like talkative.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's more power to listening, I think, than speaking a lot.
100%. I think both has equal powers, but in different situations.
for me, it's like still a little bit different. I love being in groups, but I don't like to be the center of the group.
Okay.
I just love to be in the group, around people, listen. Also, when I don't speak, I just love being there, listening to other people, and that's yeah. But yeah, then also sometimes during the day I need my own space. Of course, I think everyone does
For
at some
sure.
point.
I don't know
but-
how some people can go on and on. Like I have some friends and they can just ramble on for hours. Like
I think in
our
our masters
friend,
we have a lot of friends who have like a
Really?
super high social battery,
Yes.
and then when they meet with, for example, me, my social battery is not that high
Yeah.
to interact with them.
Sometimes it's just nice because you can just listen and then you
Yeah.
don't have to speak.
That's the best. Believe me, seriously.
Yeah.
That is the best. But tell me actually, not us, more about your hobbies. Like, you know, what you generally like to do when you are spending your alone time.
Sleep for you.
For me, sleep?
Yeah.
No, I think for me, yeah, of course, I love to sleep.
Me too. Wow.
I would know. For me, always sports. Like, I have to do sports. If it's football, if it's going to the gym, if it's going for a run, and then also music. I'm super passionate about music. That's why I started my event company, because I learned how to DJ from a friend. He teach me how to DJ. And I love doing music. Sometimes I just DJ, sometimes I just try to make my own music on my PC or laptop, and yeah, sometimes I'm just like going for a walk, listening to music, and yeah, these are like
What about you, Bas?
My favorite hobbies, sports as well.
I think for all of us.
I don't know.
like
For me,
sports,
it's also like just a mental thing, just to clear your head in the whether it's
Yeah.
going to the gym, and recently it's been mainly running, and it just clears your head whether you're doing good. But for me, it also helped me through a bit of a more difficult period in
Yeah.
Madrid. It just sports is like it's an outlet just to like release all the energy that you feel, and that's just amazing. And then I would say my other hobby is cooking. I love cooking. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I would say I'm an okay cook.
No, it's really good. Like, super
You
good.
should cook for all of us, you know.
It's difficult for a big group. I like doing smaller dinners. Like for my birthday, I cooked for 12
It
people.
was amazing.
Super stressful, but
It was amazing.
I don't know. I like, instead of going out now, I think we've discussed this more. We just enjoy. Sure, we like to drink still, but it's nice to be with a small group of friends.
Yeah.
It's intimate. You make good food, and whether that's one meal or I like to do like a whole dinner.
Yeah.
And you just talk. You have good wine. You have good company.
Some music in the background.
Yeah, and then you just enjoy it more than when you. At least when I was younger, you would do like pre-drinks. It's like, oh, let's get drunk, you know, and then let's go to the club, and you're forcing yourself to get drunk. And I'm so over that phase in my life. Like I like going out and I like the music, but often I enjoy the pre-drinks or just being with friends much more than I actually enjoy the club.
Yeah.
What are your word of wisdom, like separately, if you guys have to say? Share your word of wisdom.
Go for it.
My word of wisdom, I don't know. We discussed this just now, actually.
Yeah, I think we have kind of the same. Like, there are different types of, when we talk about our business side or our kind of private life.
Anything, like what keeps you, you know, what makes you get up in the morning? Like
My
from your
alarm.
bed. Like,
What makes me get up in the morning? His alarm.
here's alarm.
What makes me get up?
Like for me, it's like, I don't know, it's super cliche, I think, if I say it, but for me it's like super true. Family and friends. For me it's like, when you're young, you're not really, for example, if you're throwing a party, you're inviting your friends, then your parents are coming, then you're like kind of embarrassed. And I think like over the years you really realize how much your parents and your friends are actually doing for you. And yeah, just like that's what gets me up in the morning. I think I just want to like also make my parents proud, achieve things, and show them, okay, I kind of made it. Because right now I'm also going a different path that I wanted to do at the beginning, and I also think that they are not, I would not say scared, but I would think that yeah, a little bit scared of the path that I'm going now, because I could go the easy way, finish my sports degree, then do another sports master, like only only focusing on sports science. Go back to Luxembourg, work as a sports professor, and do my living in that industry. But I didn't want to because I have other passions right now. And yeah, right now I have I always had a super good connection with my family, with my parents and my brother. Yeah, and also friends. I think that's what.
Yeah.
It's for me. I think.
Okay, on like the personal side more, I would relate to the family stuff more. And like you say, when you're young, it's more me. I would say. And for example, I have a sister and a brother.
Oh,
A younger
so you're the
brother.
older one?
I'm the oldest.
A lot of responsibilities.
I'm the younger one.
Oh,
And
I'm single child.
I obviously, me and my brother were like two peas in a pod, so we got along from birth basically. We did everything together. And my sister, she was just different. I don't know. She was a girl, so like she liked other things, which makes sense. We liked running around in the garden with Nerf guns, chasing each other, playing in the dirt. My sister didn't really dig that, and as a result, over time you sort of do. We ended up doing a lot of things together, and sometimes you don't then invite your sister, so she then felt left out. Then you got into fighting with your parents, like saying, "Oh, you're leaving out your sister," and like, "No, we're not." And because every time you ask her, she's like, "No," but if you don't ask her, then you're like the one who's making it worse. But over the years, especially once we both moved out of the house to study, like we started to, when we were older of course, we weren't on top of each other because we had a lot of discussions, always argue, like yes, no discussions mainly, not even good ones. And you sort of start appreciating each other for what you do bring to having. So now I see my sister as one of my best friends instead of just loving her because she's my sister, because I have to, because, well, she's
no
my
option.
family. I don't have another option. But I can really enjoy my sister's company and my family, and just want to make them proud as well. And I think my parents are very supportive of the idea, but they are very. Think of every single step, make sure you do this, make sure that you're protected, make sure that they're protected financially as well, so that nothing falls back on them if something goes wrong for us, so I think making them proud is obviously something that would be amazing, but also just on the personal side then doing something you love, and that's also cliche, but sure, I could become a corporate lawyer, earn a lot of money, but I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be doing something that I love. It would just give me a lot of money. So I don't think that's the right way. But a word of wisdom, I don't know what I said in the elevator. It's,
I think I have to say.
do it and go for it. If you don't try, you will never know. If you want to start a business, look into it. Doesn't mean you have to open the business straight away, but you look into it, you learn. We've for sure learned so much already from how much it takes to open a business, any form of business, whether it's Padel, whether you want to open a coffee shop, whether you want to open a bakery. There are so many regulations and laws that you need to take into consideration, and so many different partners. We haven't looked into everything either. There's so much we still need to do, but it's a process, and life's a marathon in the end of the day, so there's no point in sprinting to try to get somewhere. Take your time, learn, we're young, make mistakes, fall down, get back up again.
I hope we don't fail, but also if we fail, at least now we learn so much, we will use our business ideas for our master thesis, we want to use it.
I agree.
It really helps us a lot to learn the whole process, how to get knowledge, to learn, to know how the working, the business industry works. And I don't know, I should say, challenge yourself, just do it. Of course you need to have a plan. Of course, you cannot just like say, now I want to open a business without a plan. Of course, you should always have a plan. But yeah, if you have a plan and if you're like passionate about it, if you think you can execute it well and make it, then try it.
And work hard. Like success doesn't come overnight, and we're also very aware that we could also have at least 2 years before everything could potentially be profitable. But that's the core of any business. Like you will probably have to invest anywhere north of 500,000 maybe. It's a big investment, and you don't earn that back in 1 year because you have to pay interest, you have to pay back, you have to pay suppliers, and not every month is going to be as good as the other. Sure, but I am very confident that if we can combine that social aspect of bring that social aspect to the sports and really bring people together in that paddle arena, then you can create a successful business that can potentially grow to maybe 2 clubs, and then we want to look further than just paddle. So we'll see how that all works out at the end of the day.
Well, like I said that day in the class, I think you guys will make billions, don't worry. So as I. And billions.
I don't think like
I don't want to make billions,
Come on,
to be
man.
honest.
I don't know.
Millions, okay, now we're talking no, billions, no.
I would also be happy if it was just a successful company that I could run and operate and just do the thing that makes me happy, like I said, and make sure that the people that come to the club, that they really say, wow, this is completely different than anything I've ever experienced. The hospitable people there, they're super friendly, their concept is different. It's not just about we pay and we sort of leave. No, they have good facilities, they want to make a difference to our life and impact not just their club, but also society.
Thank you so much, Luc and Bas. I think your names also rhymes very nicely. Luc and Bas, like 3 syllables. And you'll anyways become successful very soon. Don't worry, keep working hard. And we'll always be in touch. And you guys are really.
Invite you to the opening of our padel club.
I will 100% be there. Don't worry.
You will be there?
Of course. I will be there, you take my word. No matter where, in which area or which part of the country I am, send me an email or just call me or text me. I'll be like, next flight, let's go.
Don't take the train.
No, I'll take the flight.
The flight or even cars.
Cars or maybe boats.
Like how long did it take?
Cruise.
Too long.
It took like 7 hours? 8 hours
to come to Luxembourg, which is normally like 4-hour journey.
Yeah, even it could be like 3 hours.
2 hours, 3 hours by car.
Yeah, 3 hours by car, and it took like 8-9 hours by train.
Okay.
Yeah, so
We'll see in which
When it's
quarter.
open.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Perfect.
I'll be
we
there.
will invite a few people from us.
Good, okay? Thank you so much for
Thank
again
you.
sharing with us, and we'll see you in the next one. Yes. And if it's not
24.
2001?
Yeah.
2001, 24.
You sound like real boomers right now.
No.
Like,
Believe me, if it was not a podcast and if we were like chilling in one of our apartments, I would be talking more like a grandma in front of you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I think there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I don't know. I just.
Also, right now when we have like 2-3 drinks, we're not drunk, but we feel it. We feel it, and I think we used to
Drink
sometimes a lot more when we started uni. I think it's normal because just to connect with people, to go out with people, but
You're young, so you recover quickly sounds really old now, but I remember my first year of uni, I could drink 16, 17, maybe even 18 beers. And then the next day I would wake up and be like, but one of my best friends,
I think I can relate to that as well.
tonight we go out again. And then do that 6 days in a week. I gained 20 kilos as a result. So,
Yeah, no.
so it's...
It really sounds a bit boomer.
yeah,
But it's, I think
I don't
it's
care.
like...
I enjoy. I think it's also, but it's more the good company. Like I enjoy
Yeah.
being like when you go out with friends. You're all obviously all in a big group, and sure, I like socializing and I love being around people, but it's much more enjoyable to be around 5, even rather 4 people
Yeah.
that you have a genuinely good connection with and just love to be around, instead of forcing yourself to go drinking and getting and then not do anything the next day because you're hungover. That's also
Yeah. No, I agree on that. I really agree on that.